But the BBC's dodgy Trump footage isn't even close to their worst moment. The same documentary, Panorama, spent months undercover investigating police officers in London who were plied with drink and goaded and prodded until they recounted their real-life experiences with Muslims and migrants, which, funnily enough, differed from the accepted opinions of the BBC executives in their ivory towers. The police officers were castigated as racist and Islamophobic and fired as a result. The next day, a Muslim stabbed and killed Jews in Manchester. It's farcical. Let's have a look at some of the things being said in the documentary, the things that they picked out as particularly bad, the worst things to put in the teaser reel.
We so lose our job right now.
Who do you reckon the worst one is then? Like, worst to deal with, like, people coming over?
Oh. So I've had quite a lot of Arabs. I've had quite a lot of North America, like Algerians. Scum. They're scum. The Somalis are scum.
2.5 years ago, the Casey report found the Met Police was institutionally racist, homophobic and misogynistic. After hearing concerns about officers' behaviour at Charing Cross police station, Panorama sent in an undercover reporter to investigate.
This is a sting. This is DPS. DPS trying to catch me out or something.
I was hoping you would say something more controversial and then like, okay, yeah, come on, let's go for this.
That was the first time our undercover reporter met PC Nielsen outside work. The second time, he wasn't so guarded.
From the moment I walked through the doors, I tried to match his energy. I tried to make him feel I was more on side, just by agreeing with him, laughing along with him, making him feel that, you know, he could trust me.
After several drinks, PC Nielsen says what he'd like to happen to a detainee he's been dealing with who overstayed his visa.
Either put a bullet through his head or deport him.
I hear you, man.
We're paying for it. He was an overstayer. He was an overstayer.
So many, though, isn't there?
Sounds like you're agreeing with his views.
I didn't want to shut him down because when someone's literally told you that I was going to go further, but I didn't because you're nowhere near my level, I had to show him something.
A revolver. Revolver would be so nice.
Straight to the head?
Oh, God. And the ones that rape women, you do them cock and let them bleed out.
Extraordinary. A racist in simple terms, but a violent racist. I mean, I feel appalled and disgusted and ashamed watching that. If you're a member of those communities who live here and are hoping to be protected by the best policing in the world, that polices by consent, that is legitimate, how legitimate is that? It's not at all. It's disgusting. I have absolutely no confidence in him as a police officer whatsoever. To be frank, not much as a human being.
Panorama wrote to Met Commissioner Sir Mark Rowley detailing our evidence. He told Panorama the behaviour in this programme is disgraceful and the Met has taken immediate and unprecedented action. 8 officers and 1 staff member have been suspended and another 2 officers removed from frontline duties. He says the Met has dismantled the custody team at Charing Cross, made changes to local leadership and is looking more broadly at other Met detention teams.
Oh please, this is the evil racism the BBC managed to coax and prod out of a police officer over 7 months of secret filming and leading questions. I'd be more worried if our police officers were walking around with opinions like vicars' wives. This man is clearly informed by his experiences. Of course he's biased against certain nationalities. They have different cultures, values and behaviours, and because the government brings them here as a police officer, he has to deal with the worst of them. The leftist BBC's blank slateism, this idea of the universal human who's exactly the same no matter where he's from, is obvious obviously nonsense. Not all cultures are the same, and not all are equally enjoyable to police. If any Mogadishuans find this offensive, and they don't by the way, then they may prefer to live in Mogadishu. If any pearl-clutching BBC leftists are still pretending to be offended, then may I suggest that they join the police and see how long their high-minded ideals last in the real world? I've heard worse stuff than this working with a bunch of women in a shop. I'll wait patiently for the Panorama BBC expose into attitudes towards native Brits and the Labour Party and the BBC, because I bet they say much worse stuff.